talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy.
Clips. Turki Al-Akshik has officially confirmed that the highly anticipated fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford is happening, making it the biggest boxing event of the year. This matchup carries significant risks for both fighters' legacies, especially for Crawford, who remains undefeated. Many believe the size difference will play a crucial role.
No disrespect him, but sometimes it's a little crazy that people talk.
With Alvarez's power and Crawford's skill, this bout is set to be an intense showdown that could redefine both fighters' careers. At first, we also believed size would be the deciding factor, until we compared their boxing abilities, records, opponent strengths and weaknesses and styles. It became clear that this fight is far more competitive than many expected. In fact,
I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? My arm's longer than his, you know?
Both fighters have nearly an equal chance of winning. The matchup is wide open, and soon you'll understand why. But before diving into that, there's something shocking that nearly changed the entire narrative of this fight. As of February 5th, all signs pointed to Saul Canelo Alvarez stepping into the ring with Jake Paul for a massive showdown set for May 2025. However, just before finalizing the deal, Turki Al-Akshik swooped in at the last moment with an irresistible 4-fight contract offer. Canelo, seeing a better opportunity, abandoned the Paul fight and instead signed with Al-Akshik, setting the stage for a potential clash.
A small fighter like Charlo, he's big, which he is big, and everybody's talking about if I'm gonna face Crawford.
With Terence Crawford in September. Jake Paul didn't take the news lightly. Taking to X, he unleashed a fiery response, calling out Canelo in a post. He dubbed me. A small fighter like Charlo gets the fight, but not me. I'm big. Everybody's talking about if I'm going to face Graffle. Breaking news. Canelo Alvarez just ran from Jake Paul.
Hey guys, don't pay attention in anything. In this fucking YouTuber. I just fight real fighters.
He's now a slave with no regard for the Mexican fans who support him on US soil. Not surprising when he's done nothing for boxing outside the ring his entire career. I'm the new face of boxing. You can't have the biggest fight of 2025 without me. When all your events fail and lose money, you'll finally realize who the king of this sport is. 28 years old, the biggest fight in boxing history, my own boss. Not owned for 5 years. You all want to see me fail, but God has other plans. This is the era of greatness, the era of the elephant, the era of MVP. It didn't take long for Canelo to fire back. Ring Magazine posted a video of him directly addressing Paul.
Canelo, you puta.
In this YouTuber, I just fight real fighters.
Time to expose him. So we had a signed contract to fight. Here you can see Canelo's signature and my signature to the right, claiming he's not fighting YouTubers.
Making it clear that he had no interest in entertaining Paul's antics. The back and forth only intensified the ongoing debate about boxing's biggest stars and who truly controls the sport's future. Canelo Alvarez is once again at the center of controversy after signing a 4-fight deal with Turki Al-Akshik under the Riyadh Season franchise. The announcement sent shockwaves through the boxing world and sparked an immediate reaction from Jake Paul.
Poster. We were announcing Tuesday, February 11th, claiming he fights real fighters, but he's fighting Crawford, a 135-pound fighter, and running from a real fighter like...
The YouTuber turned boxer took a direct shot at Alvarez, accusing him of becoming a slave to his new contract and neglecting the pride of the Mexican people. Feeling the heat from Paul's words, Canelo wasted no time in firing back with a swift and decisive response, making it clear that he wouldn't let Paul's accusations go unanswered. Canelo Alvarez and Jake Paul's rivalry has been brewing for months, with both exchanging heated words on social media. Paul has persistently challenged Alvarez, only for Canelo to dismiss him as an unworthy opponent. Their ongoing dispute fueled speculation of a potential showdown, keeping fans on edge. However, with Alvarez's latest decision, the chances of seeing them face off are quickly fading. In a recent video shared by Ring Magazine, Canelo made his feelings about Paul crystal clear. "Hey guys, don't pay attention to anything this freaking YouTuber says." The dismissive remark left no doubt that Canelo had no interest in engaging with Paul. Paul never in with a lucrative offer. According to reports, Al-Sheikh made it clear to Canelo that if he chose to fight Paul, his Riyadh season deal wouldn't happen. Faced with the decision, Alvarez ultimately opted for the guaranteed money and long-term security of the Riyadh season contract over the one-off spectacle of a fight with Paul. MVP later released a statement obtained by the Rap, addressing the situation and calling out the boxing industry's murky dealings. This situation is a reminder not to believe everything you read, especially when the current media environment is often controlled by those with hidden agendas, including promoters who have reporters on their payroll. MVP operates with integrity, transparency, and respect for the sport, its athletes, and the fans. Unfortunately, not everyone in the boxing world shares those values. Alvarez's decision to align with Riyadh season means that for the first time in his career, he will be fighting in Saudi Arabia's capital. ESPN reported that the Riyadh season deal guarantees him astronomical paydays and consistent ring appearances, but it also raises concerns about the level of competition he will face. Will these fights be legitimate challenges, or just calculated matchups designed to protect his legacy? Turkey. Al-Sheikh weighed in on social media, expressing excitement about the agreement and responding to critics with a cryptic yet bold message: "Don't mess with the lion." 4 fights for Canelo with Riyadh season. The deal is done. A lion doesn't lose sleep over the opinion of a sheep. Fear the lion, not the jungle. Many saw this as a subtle clapback at those questioning Canelo's choice. Some believe this deal further cements Alvarez as boxing's biggest star, while others fear it could lead to matchups that merely pad his record without offering true tests of his ability. One thing is certain: Canelo's decision to sign with Riyadh season has changed the landscape of boxing. While Paul may continue to take shots at him from afar, Alvarez has made it clear that he's focused on bigger business, whether fans like it or not. Despite the detractors and Jake Paul's taunts, one thing remains undeniable: Canelo Alvarez is still the biggest draw in boxing today. Whether fans love or criticize him, his star power is unmatched, and his ability to generate excitement in the sport is second to none. Now, the world eagerly waits to see if the Mexican superstar will once again prove why he is the undisputed asterisk king of the ring. However, while Canelo's future seems set with his 4-fight Riyadh season deal, uncertainty looms over the highly anticipated mega fight between him and Terence Crawford. For Crawford, the road to a potential showdown with Alvarez has been nothing short of a roller coaster, filled with highs and lows. Ever since his dominant knockout win over Errol Spence Jr., Crawford has been on a mission to solidify his legacy, setting his sights on a historic move up in weight to challenge Canelo. At one point, the fight appeared inevitable. Crawford's rise through the ranks, coupled with his technical brilliance, made him a worthy adversary for Alvarez. But now, that dream fight is hanging by a thread. Reports have surfaced suggesting that the bout may no longer be happening, leaving many fans disheartened. For weeks, speculation has run rampant about whether Alvarez would truly take on Crawford or if his new deal under asterisk Riyadh season would steer him in a different direction. While many fans have come to terms with the potential disappointment, Crawford himself has remained unwavering in his pursuit of history. Rather than letting the uncertainty deter him, he has continued to push forward, making it clear that he isn't giving up on securing a fight with Alvarez. Recently, Crawford addressed His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh, the chairman of Riyadh season, who has played a pivotal role in organizing some of the biggest fights in recent boxing history. In response to the ongoing speculation, Crawford reaffirmed his intent with a bold statement. His words sent a clear message. Despite the roadblocks and uncertainty, he is ready and willing to step into the ring against Alvarez. Crawford's determination and belief himself are what have made him one of the greatest fighters of this era. This fight would be the ultimate test of his greatness. Meanwhile, Al-Sheikh himself added to the conversation with a cryptic message on social media, seemingly directed at both Alvarez and Crawford. True champions remain undeterred by criticism, he wrote, a statement that could be interpreted as encouragement for both fighters as negotiations continue behind the scenes. The potential bout between Canelo and Crawford represents a clash of two of the sport's most dominant fighters, and its significance cannot be overstated. On one hand, you have Canelo Alvarez, a four-division world champion, the face of boxing, and a proven warrior who has taken on the best of the best throughout his career. On the other, you have Terence "Bud"